Hey guys, welcome back to the channel on this road to 2000. This will be day 219 or episode 219 if you like to call it. But yes, things have been a bit kind of crazy in our last few games and been missing a couple of bits and bobs and just yeah, my chess hasn't been that great. But saying that, we're still 1747. So look, it's not all doom and gloom. But let's jump into today's game and see what we can do with this. Right, okay. Opponent 1756 and they play e4. So we return with e5. You should know by now. Now, this is the King's Gambit. This is quite interesting. Just looking at the side column on chess.com, they used to come up with King's Gambit. It's not coming up with that anymore, which I quite like. That's quite refreshing. I don't think you should be able to see what it is. You should be able to sort of, knight should come out here as well. You should be able to sort of learn by the pattern recognition rather than, oh, this is that, this is that. So if that's the case, I'm cool. I'm all for that. Although I hope when you sort of analyze at the end that it does tell you you are playing in a Scotch, you're playing in a Spanish, you're playing against the King's Gambit. That's beneficial then, but beforehand, I don't think it's it's okay. So with this one, I think you just take. This is the move. I'm a little bit prepped for the first few moves now. That doesn't normally happen. I'm guessing they're just looking to take this out of the game. Well, let's disturb the piece. Let's just take... they're going to win this pawn back. So it's not really mine to keep. In fact, I could just do this, no? Protect the pawn. I'm given a chance to protect it. Why not? Now, the thing with the King's Gambit is that... yeah, the King's Gambit's an interesting one because basically you're always looking down this F-file. That F-file is quite important. So you castle, you can even sack off the knight at some point. But I think here, if I just give them a little check first, because they might look to sort of sack, come in for a check. That doesn't quite work, but we're just going to come in for the check anyway. There's no real easy way to defend this because they can't go here. I just take, they go back there. They've just used another move to sort of defend it again. Wow. So what they want to do here is ideally do this with my queen in front of my king. That's not happening. Not today. So I am just going to castle, and I expect them to, okay, just hit me straight up. How do I've got to be a little bit careful here. So I'm just going to jump out, I think, get out of the way. It makes a lot of sense. Now, just want to make sure I'm not doing anything stupid. Look to develop my pieces. Maybe take. I think queen takes then. And then they've got two things looking, but we still got two defenders of that pawn. Wow, okay, so let's get the bishop out. Okay, so this is the F-file still getting sort of hunted down now. Now, how can I play this? How do I play this? Do I get my rook in the open file now? Are they going to push me? If so, have I got any issues? I'm just going to develop for the time being. Connect the rooks. I don't see anything wrong with that. If they hit me, then what do I do? If they hit me, can I just drop back? Do they just push? Do I just check? They move to the side potentially. I don't like that. So I think if they push, I might just take. I mean, I don't think this bishop's got much of a future. Maybe jump in here. That? Does that work actually? Just trying to think here. So if I come in here and do this, they can just protect like so. So it'd be nice to get this bishop out and about, but I think trying to command this center is a no-brainer. Can I get this in somehow? I'm going to take. Why am I going to take? Because I think I can try and get this involved as well. I think that just looks good. Defended by the rook, but if I try and hit the bishop, so knight b6, and then what? There's not really much on from there. I think they just drop back. All right, here we go. Here we go. Now, I'm going to take. I'm going to take. So they take like that. I just think it's a no-brainer to get my other rook in the game. Obviously, potentially looking at this. Rook e1 would be lovely. So they need to be a bit careful with that. I think I can try and jump in here. Queen g5. Can they just push? I take. Right, I'm just going to try a little sly one here. And it's going to be this. No, it's going to be this. I think this is a good move, actually. So, defending this pawn, attacking this rook. If they take the rook, then I push forward with a discovered check on the king. Okay. Don't quite know what to make of that. So I just come back and then lose the rook, which is a very bad idea. So maybe get this involved. This side. Oh man. Rook takes, rook replaces. So rook takes, queen takes. Rook takes, queen takes. Rook hits queen. Looking at pawn. Push forward, discover check. That's the one if it was my go. Yeah, I think that works. Just going over it one more time. Rook takes, if queen takes. Right, there we go. I just don't think they want their king that exposed. I mean, I might be wrong. But they probably know If queen takes, this rook comes in. They have to move the queen. Come forward, discover check. They go back. Do I take the pawn? Oh, wasn't expecting that. Got to be totally honest there. Now, what about if I just come in here? Is that the move? Is that the move or not? Or knight h5. Some madness like that. I just think that's the move, isn't it? Rook comes in. I don't know. Right, rook's coming in. That I like that. That's attacking. It's defended by the pawn. Knight here. If they take, I jump in trying to get. I want to get my queen over here. So maybe knight out this way and then queen over here, g6. And then what? Then I can take. Queen takes, I take. I've got to be careful of back rank as well. I mean, it's always a bit dangerous. But for the time being, there's not much. They come in there, I just step forward. If they move forward, I don't do anything. Defended twice. There is a pawn there. I could just take the pawn. Bit of pressure on the... Oh, in here, threatening. They have to go back. I jump in here, looking at this, looking at this. The options are endless, but I... Okay, now, is it risky just taking the pawn? It seems a bit risky, doesn't it? If I take the pawn, I know it's safe from this, but do I just take the pawn? I just taking the pawn, surely. I can't see why not. I'm going to take the pawn. I think that's fine. I'm going to take the pawn. I'm so guilty of sometimes not just taking the pawn, but and if needs be, just come back. They take, I take. They'll probably win back the pawn. Or is the best move here? That's cheeky. So basically here, they could come in here. I take. Actually, no, it doesn't work because then they come. Queen can come back to f8. So I think I just hit the queen. Now, actually, yeah, I just jump in here, don't I? That's pretty sweet. Yeah. So we're gonna. Looks like we're gonna go down to an end game because. Guess they could protect. Or that. don't know what to make of that. I mean, what I'd like to do ideally is do this and try and double up, but I don't have the time. Well, I do have the time, but they can just then take and then I lose a pawn. So I just think maybe trying to get this in the game. Maybe this is the best way to get it in the game. I'm going to go that way. Need to be careful as well because queen could come out here and then look at this with the bishop as well. I could then jump back defending this or just push a pawn. Yeah, there we go. Cheeky, cheeky bugger. So, but saying that, if I take the rook, they come in with a check. I go here. They check me again. I go here. I think I'm fine. Am I playing with fire though? That's disgusting. So if they take and I take, I lose my queen. So we are taking. Yeah, that's cheeky. That is cheeky. Right, okay. Now, I'm sure they'll probably just come and hit me. Oh, you idiot. Well played, opponent. Well played, opponent. That's all I can say. Missed it. Missed a tactic. Missed a tactic. Could I have defended that tactic? Oh, King's Gambit. They played with 82.7. I played with 83.4. Oh my God. It just hurts to see like it was just got bigger and bigger, the advantage to me. And then all of a sudden, boom. Oh my God. I'm peed off after that. That is really, really frustrating. My God. Now, here, look, I'm 5 up on the eval. 5 up on the eval bar. And I do the right thing. So here, I could have just blocked like that, no? Well, what was I worried about? So hang on a minute. So hang on a second. If I just push up like so, and they take, I just take back. Check does nothing. I've got space. Oh my gosh, what a blunder. What an absolute blunder. I just took. I didn't see this check. I just looked. I only looked one way. I had 2 minutes left on the clock. And it's gone from 5.3 on the eval bar. Oh my gosh. Oh my God. My opponent says, respect to the opponent, no fair, but GG anyway. You were better in this one. That's a tough one. That's a tough one to tough game. But look, guys, I just want to say thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed that. Bit of the old King's Gambit. Very good fun, very entertaining. But until next time, we are back to 1739. Could be worse. But until next time, guys, take care. See you all later. Bye-bye.